Welcome back to another week of positive news, where we don't just look for the important news affecting dog and cat owners, but we look for the positive in each and every story. And let's face it, we could all use a little bit more positive news. To our first story, it's an encouraging one. Florida just recently passed legislation that's giving more protection to domestic violence survivors as well as their pets. According to People.com, Senate Bill 1082 allows pets to be included in restraining orders against the abusers and also be allowed to remain with a victim of said abuse. ASPCA research has shown that 1 in 4 domestic violence survivors end up going back to an abusive situation because of their pet. Florida joins 24 other states in providing protections to pets in domestic violence cases. To see those states that provide pet protection in domestic violence cases, visit animallaw.info. If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go online at thehotline.org. Now to our next story, some positive news in the global fight against the novel coronavirus. Training programs have now been developed with dogs to help sniff out people that may be infected. According to phys.org, Chilean police are now using 3 of their canine cops to detect a particular type of sweat. The dogs are usually used for sniffing out illicit drugs, explosives, and lost people. But according to Fernando Mardones, a professor of veterinary epidemiology, tests in Europe and Dubai have shown a 95% efficiency rate in canines' detection of COVID-19 cases. Mardones says that, quote, the virus has no smell, but rather the infection generates metabolic changes, which in turn leads to the release of a particular type of sweat, which is what the dog would detect. A similar program has been set up in Britain and also here in the States at the Penn Vet Working Dog Center in Philadelphia, where a similar program was launched after the success they've had with canines and cancer research. Meantime, if quarantine is starting to feel a little bit like Groundhog Day, you're not alone. Except the only problem is everything you do the day before still exists the very next day, including weight. People are starting to pack on the pounds since lockdown started, and apparently it's affecting their pets as well. According to a survey conducted by the Wakefield Research for Banfield Pet Hospital published in the New York Times, nearly 33% of our pets have put on the pounds. And it makes sense once you've heard the reason. Apparently, 40% of those surveyed say they give their pets more treats since the outbreak started. It's important to keep in mind that despite the lockdown, weight gain in animals can lead to serious diseases, such as arthritis and diabetes. Some positive news though, you can turn that weight gain around with the right approach and the right treats. We've put 2 extensive articles on the best treats for both your cats or dogs on our website, preventivevet.com. And even more positive news, the survey found that despite being cooped up, pet owners felt so much closer and connected with their pets than they had in the previous 3 months, and they were more aware of their overall health. And finally, a Houston, Texas woman is tickled pink when late-night icon Jay Leno interviews her for his CNBC show, Jay Leno's Garage. See, her unique car, it's a little hard to miss, especially if you live in the suburb of Montgomery. Kim Bainter, an artist, created Wrinkles the Hairless Cat because she loves the breed, and since her family doesn't feel the same, she thought this would be the next best thing. Under the 12 layers of latex and spray foam is her everyday car, a 2020 Nissan Versa. You can find Bainter's episode on Jay Leno's Garage by going to cnbc.com. Well, that does it for another week of positive news. If you'd like more information on any of the stories you heard today, as well as additional resources, visit our website, preventivevet.com. The link is right below. And of course, subscribe to our channel. We have a number of videos for both cat and dog owners that are very, very helpful. It's just the logo right here to my left, okay? So thank you for joining me again, and until next week, stay positive.